A big piece. Hi, Scott with 802 Outdoor Adventures here. Just hiking up into the river. Go back into our digging spot today. We got a couple of friends coming up. Robbie and John will be here, and I think Rick will be here. But one thing I've been wanting to show you, I like rocks. I think that's pretty clear on my videos. But there's a rock here that is rumored to have come from the mine. Story has it that they were pulling this out of here to be crushed for gold, and it fell off the wagon, and they couldn't get it back on the wagon, so they left it. And now the state uses it for a block rock, if you will, a rock block for motorized vehicles. But this is it right here. Let me switch the camera around. So this is the rock right here. It's pretty big, but as you can see, it has drill marks in it where they drilled into it and broke it off. Someday when I have my metal detector up here, I'm going to wave it around that thing, see what it does. But anyway, that's rumored to be part of the history of this place. That big old rock came out of the mine and was headed for the stamp mill. Just a little interesting fun fact for the day, if it is fact. I think it's cool. I like old stories like that. Something to see anyway. The water is up today. It rained a good share of the day yesterday. It's got all the rivers and lakes and streams and everything else up here, up higher. We'll see. Doesn't look too bad. When I crossed the bridge, it looked passable. A lot of ice on the trail. I'm glad I got my crampons on my boots today. If we do any digging today, hopefully it'll be a good day. If the water's too high, I brought some stuff to go crevicing. So it might be a different kind of gold panning day. There's a couple of guys down below that had a couple of tarps set up, and they had a good sized hole going. I don't know if they're staying overnight. Maybe I'll go talk to them on my way out this afternoon, see how they're doing. I do know that in the area that they're digging, they've pulled some pretty nice gold out of there. It is nice and chunky, not a lot of real small stuff. We dug there last spring and had pretty good luck. But anyway, I'm about at the first crossing. Better put the camera down or I'm gonna fall. Like I said, it's pretty icy. The trail's all ice. Anyway, we'll catch you when we get set up. Well, this will be interesting. Water's up quite a ways. It's really cranking down through there. I'm gonna have to find a spot to set my bazooka gold trap up. I know I say bazooka a lot in my videos, but I like that thing. I bought an Expedition made by Aurora Engineering. I didn't bring it with me today. I like the bazooka for a couple of reasons. It's got the grizzly bars, and it's fairly easy to set up. The Expedition has perforated holes in a plate that does the classifying. Also, you don't have to classify with this. if you watch the videos for the Expedition, he tells you that you need to classify with that one. I don't know if I showed this or not, but inside, now you really can't see it. Inside the gold trap chamber, I guess if that's what you call it, there's a set of 3 PVC pipes that go in there, and there are holes drilled on the bottom. And in this bottom chamber, you can see where the 3 pipes extend out. So the theory is, as the water pressure builds up behind this, it forces water through those small holes in that chamber, and it keeps stuff agitated in there and stratified, and any of the light stuff from the flow going over the top is basically carried out. And that sharp drop off in there, as the water flows over, it acts as a low pressure zone like a riffle. So anything heavy is going to drop out right there, and hopefully it stays in there. I've never had anything that I've seen come out of the end of this thing, but that's all there is in the end. So all the light materials carry it out of there, and the heavies stay right in the bottom. Pretty cool design, pretty simple. I got a new classifier today. I don't know if I'm going to classify anything. And I did bring, finally, the banjo pan, which that's another tool that I really love. And for those of you that, well, you probably have seen it, this is a Garrett Super Sluice Gold Pan. The reason why I like this is, A, it's a lot heavier plastic. You can see the bite I took out of it. I dropped a piece of bedrock in there and broke it last year, but this pan is probably twice as thick as most other pans that I have. And I also like it because it's got such a surface area on the bottom. It's a lot easier for me to get material spread out and to draw that heavy stuff back off the gold that way. I've had pans with a lot smaller surface area on the bottom and less steep sides, and I can't get the hang of it. It just gives you very little room to move material. But that's my thought on that. So anybody that's looking at buying a pan, I mean, I'd seriously look at these Super Sluice pans, or a pan that has a big flat bottom to it as opposed to a smaller bottom. That's my opinion, of course. And you know what those are worth most of the time. Anyway, I'll get set up, get doing some digging somewhere. I don't think I'm going to get in the hole. The water's moving quite quickly, and I might get on top of that flat rock. I did notice that a lot of material had settled on top of it. And you saw in my last video, or a couple of videos ago now probably, that we found some pretty good sized gold out of that lighter material. So I may run some of that first. Try to find a spot down here I can make for the bazooka. Anyway, we'll be back. So I'm about ready to do a clean out. I have shoveled for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I didn't time it when I started. I'm going to try to set the camera up and show you what I do when I do a clean out. Hopefully this will work. So I'll be right back. Okay, let's go up here where it's pretty loud on the river today. Let's see if we can't get a bit of sun in here. There we go. Not a lot of black sand. By golly, there's a little gold in that. Look at that. Nice, couple little chunkies. Nothing great, but it's a start. A lot of that material was just run off stuff that's running the hole. Well, we're on the board with 2 little pieces. So far, so good. I expect Rick and Robbie and John will be up here pretty soon. They'll be walking through the woods here any minute. There's a path on the other side of the river that keeps on going. If you keep following it, about 5 more river crossings, you'll get to the old mine up there. We'll take a walk up there in the spring when the snow goes. I know there's been other videos of it, but I think it's pretty cool up there. All right, we'll be back with the next one. Well, I just took a quick test pan. There's a little piece right in there of the bank. I had the sun and then I don't have the sun. There we go. And there's a couple little pieces in there. Come on, here we go. There's 3 right there. 1, 2, 3. Well, there are 4. There's 4 little pieces. Not bad for just a couple of scoops for a test pan. So I think I'm going to process a bucket and we'll see what happens. I'll have to show you. Well, after I pulled my bazooka back out, I took a little ride down the river and didn't fare so well. It's all cracked now and some of the corners are busted off, so it was kind of funny. Off it went. River took it away. Had to run down to the next trail crossing at the river where the water slows down and get it. Ooh, I didn't get much water in that. Bring up. All right. That was 2 buckets classified. Yeah, there's some gold popping out there. Nice little piece.
Oh, look down there.
Yeah, that piece, that's good.
Where'd that go from?
There's a lot of specks. Yeah, I saw that one pop up. Not a lot of water in here, so I really didn't do that very well, but not bad. We got that nice little piece there, and I don't know what is there, 6 or 7 little micros, and probably as many a little bit bigger ones. That's not that deep either, so that shows some promise. Robbie and I climbed up from the river because we thought we saw a cave or something that looked like a cave, but it turned out to be nothing. But pretty cool view of the river and the bends from up here. We're working down there just out of sight. Kind of cool to look down on it.